Hello students, how are you doing today? You are doing great. Our lesson topic for today, that's Unit 4, Arts and Literature. Before I proceed my class, I would like to inform you why you are going to learn this lesson. That is, to develop your listening skill. We are going to see for today a film review. You listen to a text about a film review. Good. Now, before I read the listening text, I would like to ask you this question. Have you ever seen any film? Good, is no doubt at all. Everyone is familiar to a film. Why do you see a film? Yeah. What is the purpose of watching film? When do you see film? Yeah, very nice. When do you see a film or movie? In order to entertain yourself. Very nice, for entertainment. It's not only for entertainment. Different kinds of films do have different kinds of contexts. Do have different kinds of message. Films not only for sake of entertaining ourselves, but also to get what? Information. Yeah, to get something new that adds in our life, in order to get what? Experience, the way how people are living their life. So every film does it have its own objective. That's interesting. So hopefully, yeah, that's good. Why do you see a film? Good guess. Thank you so much. What kind of film do you like? Very nice. Have you said what? Interesting. Adventure? Good. Action? Is maybe romance? Story? Drama? Good. Documentary? Family? Wow, that's an interesting one. It depends on the individual's interest. What the kind of film that we like. Yeah, if you like, you can share your experience. Thank you. Share your experience. What kind of film do you like? Hopefully that you share the kind of film that you have seen to your friend, to anyone else, to anybody else, to see that film and get something new. Thank you so much. Very nice. Films can be reviewed in different ways. That means you are narrating. Yeah, you tell to your friend, I'm sure that the way how they are narrating a kind of film that they have seen so far. When you meet with your friend or with anyone else, he may share his experience, the film that he has seen, starting from the beginning to the end. What about the beginning, and then what happens finally? So in short, with a short script, he may narrate, or she may narrate to her friend or to anyone else. Whatever it is, finally, they will invite to see that film by that individual. That's an interesting one. Good. What kind of characters inspired you? Is the next question. What kind of characters inspired you? This should be also considered. Wow, that's interesting. Different students, different people do have different kinds of characters that inspired them based on their level of education, based on their level of age, based on their way of life. Right? It's depend on the individual. Good. That's an interesting one. How do you justify the theme of the film? That is a very important thing that we have to consider. While you are reading, you have to think about it. While you are listening, you have to think about it. Theme is very important, so as to develop your skill. What is the theme? That's why the one who is expecting you is that to tell him what? The theme of the film, the theme of the literature that you have read. That's the theme matters. So to understand the theme, we have to see, at the same time we have to read everything in detail. That's an interesting one. Good. Now you are going to hear a review of the film Casino Royale. As you listen, to make notes of the reviewers' opinion under the following headings. Write your own notes in your exercise book. Now listen to the review of the listening text. Listen. Be ready that to take every note, important pointers. Good. Are you ready? Interesting. Very nice. Now listen. Casino Royale is the latest offering in the James Bond series and the first to star Daniel Craig as British Secret Agent 007. Many had doubts that Craig would pull it off, but what we get is a hard-hitting thriller unlike any other Bond movie. Based on the first of Ian Fleming's original Bond books, thoroughly updated to the present day, Bond is newly recruited to the British Secret Service MI6. His boss, M, played by Judi Dench, in another masterly performance in the role, sends Bond to find and kill the evil Le Chiffre, who supplies money to terrorists. Bond eventually finds his man in a casino where they play an exclusive game of poker. By this time, Vesper, a beautiful accountant, played with intelligence and grace by Eva Green, is once seen as his love interest. As the hunt goes on in locations in various corners of the globe, Bond himself is in danger. And after some tense, sweaty actions, there is an action-packed and unusually downbeat conclusion in Venice. This film shows us there is more to the life of a secret agent than thrills and romance. It's dirty and involves killing people, which is bad for your soul. Glamorous, yes. Action-packed, yes, but this is a thoughtful Bond who is not entirely convinced by what he is doing. Bond fans may want more of the usual dry humor and the ingenious gadgets that have long been Bond standbys. But the film will appeal to those who want something more than an action hero. Thank you so much. Everyone has listened this text attentively as the instruction that's given on the screen. Just do your task. That's interesting. Good. You are going to review. That's a review of the film. Therefore, what you are going to learn from this lesson is that, please, you have to summarize the film that you have seen to your friends. At the same time, try to practice writing a review. In other words, it helps you the way how you are good listener of an issue. That's good. Now, Daniel Craig, who that? He plays as James Bond, Judi Dench, Eva Green, the film as a writer. You have to consider all this while you are reviewing, please. While you are reviewing a film, you have to consider the characters of these people. What kind of role do they have in the film? Right? Are they twisting? Are they honest? What kind of characters do they have? You have to consider all these things. And similarly, you should consider also each characters do have their own role in every part of the film. Right? The writer, he himself, has his own objectives when he is assigning what? The conductors, assigning the one who is acting in that film. He do have his own what? Mission. Why he is going to assign or delegate those characters in different contexts. Therefore, reviewing a film is not an easy task. It needs time. At the same time, it may be that is a part of our day-to-day life, but it's one part of literature, so we have to deliver to the audience in a beautiful way. Whatever the life is easy that we are experiencing in our day-to-day life, okay, the writer's potential is there. The way how he is delivering that film to the audience, that to be acceptable, at the same time be audible, be visualized to every individuals. Similarly, in the case of characters, go to the characters, the actors and the actresses who are available in local context in our country. We have a lot of actresses and actors, okay, who are what? Achieving their mission, the way of the art, how it is implementing by those actresses and actors. That's why we found of most of the actresses and actors in local context, in the context of our country. Then, you see, the film as a writer. Here now, the writer, he himself has a power. When he is setting what? The script, and then what kind of procedure does he keep? As most of the time, it is a profession, definitely. I'd like to give up to the professional people, the way how they are setting the characters, how they are selecting and delegating the peoples who are achieving the mission, who are achieving their what? Objective. Whatever it is, what you have to know now is that, right, from this listening text, you have to learn how to review a text. That means you are narrating to anyone else with a short script and then invite him or her to listen to your review, the way how you are summarizing the listening activity. That's interesting. That's interesting. Therefore, these are sample characters, the way how we are just reviewing a film. Hopefully that we come back to the context of our country and then we'll do the same thing. That's all we have for today. Till we meet next time. Goodbye.